Welcome to Mrs. Pete's Thrifty Living. I'm so happy you're here today. Today is hashtag Artisan Journal Prompt 2024. This is hosted by our friend Patty at Life with Patty. You can go over and see what she posts today and what everyone else in this awesome collaboration posts today. Today is Friends. The subject is Friends, and I haven't watched too many of the others yet. I've saw one, and I knew as soon as I started this video, my sister would come, and here she comes right now. So I'm back, and Barbara got here, and she's going to come over and say hi. Come here, Barbara. Up there. There's Barbara.
Hi.
Now, you just got here from your home, and what are you going to do here this weekend?
Going to the baby shower tomorrow.
So she's going to spend the weekend.
Hopefully I'll be able to go see my granddaughter, my little great-grandson.
How old is he now?
Well, the baby is just over a year old.
Okay, and the other one?
And the other one is 5.
5.
He's in kindergarten.
Okay. Today was Friends on our Artisan Journal, and you know, I have lots of friends. Some of them are closer than others, and you're always so afraid you're going to make somebody feel bad because you didn't include them or whatever. But I got to thinking, actually, one of the friends that I was thinking about, as I was thinking my own friends, and then people I know that has had really good friends. And so with that in mind, I'm going to show you my page and tell you, I haven't glued it in my book yet. So thick. Let me show you. This is last week. Remember Spinio in my book? See how thick it is? I'm hoping I'll make it to the end. I counted my pages, and if I use one a week, I should be okay. So that's my Artisan Journal. And now everybody has to have friends, and I've had lots of friends. Actually, I met my friend for lunch yesterday, and I asked her, I videoed her a little bit, but she wouldn't let me keep it on. So I really wanted to have her on here. I have a lot of friends. Some of them are closer than others. And if I dare start naming all of them, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, because I feel a closeness to a lot of them. I got all the lights out. I'm hoping this is going to be bright enough. The light shines in there just wrong if I do this that I got for the back. It's a little thicker than regular, just copy paper. And this one, it really was wedding paper, but it has like ever and love and wedding and always, and that's what friends are. It's all of these things. You see my little flower? This is just cut out of a magazine, and I glued it there. I thought it was a pretty flower, so I saved it. And this girl right here, that is one of my childhood friends. Her name is Juanita. You see the one of us together? And this is all her. She had red hair, strawberry red hair. This is my friend Juanita. Now, when we were in grade school, we were best friends, and we hung around together and spent the night with each other, and she'd come to my house and spend the night, and I'd go to hers and spend the night. And then as we got older, and I got married young, and she was still around here, she got married, and we just really lost contact. Didn't see each other for years. When I moved back to this area, out to visit her, then she had her husband and 2 children, just really close to the same age as my children, my 2 oldest. And we would visit once in a while, and then we didn't see each other for a while, and then the next thing you know, time went by, and it's all these years later. Now she lives alone in a senior living apartment, and she lives in the next town over, and occasionally I'll go by and see her. She don't drive now, and each other and talk on the phone. So that's my friend Juanita. She's still there. She's 6 months older than me. She was born on Christmas Day. Then I was thinking of other friends, and I will tell you about this friendship. This is my daughter and my daughter-in-law. They were friends, and they'll probably shoot me for these pictures. I think they're really cute. they were several years ago. You see, 2013. I don't know. The other was at least that long, or maybe longer for Gail. But when they were in high school, I think they became friends in high school after we moved here, and they both worked at McDonald's and became friends. And then Lynn marries Gordon, my son, her brother, and they all have been friends. And even now to this day, when they get together, it's like old friendship time. And it's wonderful to see that. Then I thought of another friendship, and this is the one I'm going to mention here. I mean, like I said, I have lots of other friends I could include, but see the girl on the very left of this picture, that's me. You can see that. And the next one is Laura, and she'd probably shoot me for doing this one. But she's not looking in the cameras. And that's her husband, Dave. He's still a friend, Dave and Laura. And then Richard. And Richard and Dave were really, really good friends. They just had a heart for each other. And you talk about friendship. They had a wonderful friendship. One other friendship I want to mention is Barbara. In fact, I was going to put a picture of Barbara and Rita, my sister-in-law, Richard's sister. They were friends as kids, and they've continued their friendship all these years, and many, many years. Over the years, they'd write. Did you write to each other, Barb? Did you write to each other? You wrote to each other when you lived away from each other, and then finally she moved back here, and there was still the friendship. So friendships can last forever, and you want to have lots of friends. I think of my sister Sharon. She has lots of friends, but in order to have friends, you got to be a friend. It can't be a one-sided thing. Now, I have one more thing I want to tell you. I have a little video I want to include in this. When I met my friend Susie at the donut shop, for some reason, I meet her. She's 93, almost 94. And for some reason, that very day, she started talking about some of her friends. She likes to reminisce. And it's always fun to hear her talk about her life as a child. And she lived in Kentucky, and about her friends. And I think, wait, can I video you? And she's so gracious and let me do it. So I'm going to put that at the end of this, and I hope you enjoy this. And here is my Artisan Journal Prompt 2024. There we are. That's friends. It's not fancy, this page, but it comes from the heart. And let me show you. That was week 37. This is the 37th week of the whole year. I could not have told you that before. Okay, this is Susie, and we were talking about friends this time, and she was going to tell me about one of her friends that she knew. Susie is 93, right?
Almost 94.
Almost 94 when?
In November.
Oh, happy birthday. Early. Okay. Tell me about your friend.
She moved in next door, and how we got to know her, the house that they moved into didn't have any water in it, no plumbing or anything, but it was across the street from us. So when they needed water, they would come to our house to get it until they got it put in their house.
Okay.
And her family, she had a sister. They were both teachers at our school, really nice people, and we just got to know them and just loved them, and we were just like one big happy family.
About how old were you guys?
Well, I had graduated high school then, getting ready to start going to college for the first time. She was the one that I went with her when I went to register to go to college. Really down-to-earth people.
Did you keep up with them after?
Yeah. After I moved away with Ed, was still there, and she was just like a daughter to my mom and dad, and of course they loved her just like they did me. When she had her first baby, my mom took care of it. She babysat for her, And we loved that little girl. We just almost took her away from her mom and dad. And she had a really nice husband, a young man. In fact, he would give me a run when I first got my little first teaching job. He would drive me to what we call the mouth of the creek, where I'd walk up this dirt road to go to this little country school.
What state? Where were you at?
In Kentucky.
Okay.
And he wouldn't let me buy gas or anything, There were certain foods that we both liked. It was spaghetti. So one week my mom would make the spaghetti and we'd all eat at her house. The next time, Mary Lou, my friend, she would make the spaghetti and we would eat at her house. And after I moved away, their daughter, my dad loved her just like she was his own little granddaughter. Both of them, my mom and dad both loved her. Grew up to be the most wonderful young lady. Beautiful.
Now, how many years ago did you hear from her?
I talked to my friend's daughter.
Okay.
Her name is Linda Gale. Once in a while, we'd call her Wendy. I talked to her about 3 or 4 months ago. She was at her mother's house when I called. And of course, we talked and reminisced and cried.
Yeah, I love it. Now, I see a picture on the wall right by you. Who is that?
That's Ed. That's my husband.
Wonderful man. We met here at the donut shop for years and years, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got anything to add? One last thing about a friend?
Well, I also had a really close friend in high school.
Okay.
We were best friends. She was an only child. And my mom and dad would have just taken her and kept her. And her mom and dad would have taken me because we were always I was either at her house or she was at my house. And we just had them really good times together. Oh, and even now, she lives in Georgia.
She's still living?
She's still living, so is her husband. Although she said her husband is in the beginnings of dementia.
Oh, dear.
And I just talked to her about a month ago. We still talk every once in a while.
That's so awesome.
And I still, feel that closeness to both of those girls. They're still just like sisters to me.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome. Okay, thank you. This is going to be great with my friends page that I'm doing for my Artisan Journal, Prompt 2024. Thank you, Susie.
You're welcome.
I'm going to go now. You be sure and come back. I've still got quite a few videos I want to get out over the next few days, and I'm looking forward to seeing you every time. I pray God bless you. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you haven't. I appreciate it.